Okay, I'm back with another Disco Elysium. Okay, so what happened? What happened here is that we've actually um, you know we need to go to get past through this. Okay, because we need to press this button over here so that we can get to the harbor. Now, I wonder if we really need to. Is there any other way to get past? Because we did talk to Kuno, and somehow he had this secret entrance to get to the harbor. But anyhow, I think we should go and talk to Musclehead over here, who's blocking it. Now, with him, okay, you can, of course you can deal with him with brute force, okay. And another way for you to take him out is that advanced race theory here. Okay, bonuses from the thought, learning for rhetoric increase raised to 5, conceptualization +1. The mystery is almost aesthetic. Okay, so you need to do this in your thought cabinet, okay, and understand it. So it's not that long, like maybe 2 to 3 hours. If not 3 hours, everything is calm in the eye of the rainstorm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenics appear more distant, and to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thought. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights. So let's talk to him.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
What are those guys supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the lorry man down the street.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection.
Craniometric
I've
perfection?
taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features.
This is about
This should dispel any doubt.
This is about eugenics as well. They say that they can determine whether you are, of a superior race, if or not by measuring the size of their head. You sure I'm not craniometric? You're right. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
Okay, what else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs.
Continue.
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer.
Huh?
You are a common criminal.
Are you sure about that?
Of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting. So one of my ancestors was Sir Le Chef and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Hul. That is the only reason you
70%.
are here.
What do you think
I
of this?
think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
There will be a lucky races. How do you know there will be a next races?
There always is.
This is reality.
Don't be an asshole to your. I think I know. This is a funky race
There
classification, yeah.
is nothing fun. I
Nothing else.
cannot possibly imagine what else. And
Okay, I know what the race enigma is. Shit, let me into the fucking this racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. It is something you shock people with, liberal progressive. It is something you want it to be. The free association language hero, you degenerate hero. It's supposed to be this. But I do want to see, I want to see his, this one over here. If I do this, he will let us pass. But I do want to see how he thinks about this.
look, babe, the rich man has humiliated and emasculated this couple. He can only think in base materialist categories and feminine abstractions like money.
How many abstractions like money?
Man really fucked him over, Jan.
This woman looks half
His
bored.
rage is already played out on the stage of history as the grotesque tragedy of revolution. All it can accomplish now is impotent academic text and neurosyphilitic rock and roll melancholia. Impotent class warrior. I take pity on you.
Ah,
You
he's pitied
clearly
me.
want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press
He
the
pitied
button
us.
for you. It will open the door.
He pitied us. The working class will rise in a sea of blood, and you and your rich boy master will drown in it.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Don't be such an asshole to your fellow dog worker. Show him the stolen ID card. If I don't run the stolen ID card, we've got it somewhere. Wait, where did I get the stolen ID card? I remember I did this yesterday. Ah, this was in the whirling in rags. Okay, the guy is sleeping, so I actually like took it from him. So,
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving.
uh-oh.
His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul.
Yes.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
Isn't Everard the Union boss white?
Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline.
My gem is a mysterious fault
Petulant
thing.
individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Him and his race is more like more like EA and his, recent rant.
Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
I've got it from disco actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done.
Okay. Continue.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, who are the Seminoles? Wonderful. I need to enter the harbor now on
What
police
you
season.
need is to come to terms with extinction.
Ah.
Never getting into this harbor.
Actually, just now we could have, take his pity, but never mind. Since we can't, I don't want to take his pity. So, in a sense, we're gonna use Kuno's one. Okay? Yep, can't get past it. And remember, the day ends at 9 p.m. So we have like 2 more hours to go. Whirling in rags. Okay, let's go to Kuno's secret hideout. Kuno's secret hideout is this one over here. You're gonna come up here, which is on the other side of the door that you need to go. Up we go. So you're gonna come to this place here, and I do know that I have leveled up. Okay, like leveling up. Of course, you can level this one of these up. Okay, but you can also increase another thought. You can also unlock this. Okay, now you do not have enough skill points available. You can unlock it, but I don't feel like this is a good one. Take Gulam Lemillion. I wonder how to take this off. Like forget. Thought will be lost forever. Okay, then leave it. We'll level this up in case for the next skill check. Okay. Let's go up. Now we're here. How do we get there? They say we need to jump. They say we need to jump. Huh? Nothing. Who knows? Say we need to jump to get to the other side. Is it this side here? Huh? Okay, let's talk to Kuno for a while. Seriously, how do we get there? Kuno! It's a good thing that we didn't piss off Kuno. He may be annoying, but at least he's willing to give us some pointers. Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I talked to Manana about the armor.
No.
Okay, he told me you promised to stick the pigs on him. He said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on changing down the armor anyway. He said you are now the king of Jamrock. He told me you promised to stick. Okay,
Yeah,
let's come one.
so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Oh, whatever, kid.
What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Okay, let's talk about your shack again.
Kuno doesn't.
Wait,
Fuck does Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
what's with the
Oh,
pig head?
that. Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Cool pig head. I got one too. This one points to your head.
What?
Shit.
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal.
Well played. No one saw that coming.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
Magnosalam. It's more of a drug.
Use them.
It's magnesium,
Yeah,
right?
It's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day. Rips mag like a motherfucker.
No wonder he speaks
and
himself
you
in the
use
third
a barrel.
person.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag.
I heard
Good
enough of
call,
this.
Pigmeister. Don't come and talk the fuck about it.
Nothing.
You're testing. Get lost.
Okay, never mind. Like, I remember he said like we need to jump, but how? Where? How do I jump? Like, I do know that this is the place that we need to go, because Kuno did say we can get off of here. Jump. Okay, no actions here. How about up here? Nope. Oh god, do I really need to rely on the pity of Musclehead? I wonder why we can't go over here. Wait. Quick save, character inventory, journal, map, highlight. Zoom in and zoom out, back. The Hangman, church, waterfront. So we're supposed to be around here, this part. Yeah. Come on. Jim.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition
What's
you
there
mentioned.
to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
Kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
I wonder what they say about me. I wonder what they say about me that I was sent by my station. Thinking it's best to let you make the next move.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. It can only be one conclusion. I am the finest we have. I must be an augury and apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? I think it's one. I'm a highly experimental cop, but if I am right, this outrage, even by my standard.
Really?
His eyebrow gets raised one more notch. I arrive at the scene 3 days early, drink myself to oblivion, fully re-immerse myself in this reality, then work the case from an angle so crescent fresh it produces never-before seen results. Not only for criminology, but for human mind.
It can't be that.
If it isn't, I'll prove it so. I am a notoriously difficult to work with, one kind with extremely unorthodox method. Yeah, I think I'm doing
Wouldn't
that.
be something. And who could say it's not true? If you really don't remember anything, how would you know? With
What's so
Martinez,
special?
Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
Ooh, so you wanted to
Yes.
spoil it?
I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
Okay, enough of this competition then. Tell me something else.
It's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Formidable logic. Why did the 40th send me? You seem to be following me. Okay, I can get out. But how do I get there? Jump? Kuno said to jump here. Is there any action that we can use? Let's check. Character sheet, thought cabinet, map, inventory, journal. Okay, journal. Who made the call? Buy found pants. Find all armor piece. Track down your gun. Must know about your lost firearm. Maybe a district authority, like someone high up in the union, or someone local. Okay. Interview with the boss union. Find out who is in the boss union. Run the number on victim's armor. Short way to run the serial number. End of day debrief with Kim. Pay for damages. Track down your badge. Who put the clues in the stash? The victim's tattoos. Send victims to processing. I'll need to take out the armor. Find a way into the secret passage. There are strange doors in Whirling. No one knows where they lead to. Find a way and see what's hidden there. In the hostel cafeteria's forgotten corners. Okay. Done. Okay, let's go through the... If it's not this one here... Wait. Maybe we can get through the... There is a blue door in the Whirling in Rags. Let's see if that helps. Like I said, I don't want to take his pity. I want to, like... Kim doesn't allow us to pull off the boots. So we need to do that afterwards.
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie gets money. The Sweetie gets money.
Sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
Next paycheck. Let's check. Quick save, auto save. Huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Give me a second. I need to auto save. Let's change the subject.
No,
Quick save.
Hello
Okay.
again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I
Suggestion.
heard your conversation.
Try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Quick save. Let's see.
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie needs money.
Sweetie, I heard your
Suggestion.
Try to force a tear out of your duct.
Because if we don't have a place to stay for the night, then it's gonna be terrible, okay?
Yes?
Not you, not you, not you. Well, I can try.
Because you're the best qualified.
Nope. If I fail this one, then we're just gonna go and check it
Hello
out.
again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation.
Try to force a tear out of your duct.
Never mind. Confirm. I need to get to the door. I saw another thing at the wedding.
Great. I
Blue
love...
steel
oh,
door.
yes, that door, sure. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for... Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference.
Let him
It's
to pretend.
absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Oh, yes, that door. Yes.
Never mind.
Yes.
How can I open it? Can I use a tool to open it?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent... The
Touch the door.
blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. The door does not budge.
Does not budge.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye. making you squint.
Cool.
So cool.
Where is it coming
From
from?
a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law officer, law official in a sentence, they sound weird. That's me. I've been establishing. Number one.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician.
No,
drug
it doesn't
addict
go.
Teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
You got the wrong impression. I'm no superstar. I'm trash.
Yeah, a cool, trash superstar.
Trash
Big
superstar.
Dick down on his luck. Salam Rocky by here. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world.
Wait, what
Here we
about
go.
ludicrous fancy world?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer. This is the beginning of your legend.
Again,
With a
action.
sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
It's on. Some kind of superstar. Temporary research bonus. -2 still seems unlikely. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar in the group is an cocaine riddle with hepatitis C, strikes a lioness pose with a mic. You're not Elaine Lemillion or David Lewis. You are a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong in law enforcement. I wonder if it can combo with this. Ace high. Okay, never mind. Surely he has something to
The
say.
man ponders his cooking utensils and
Do
gives
you know
a
what's
little
behind the
nod,
door?
acknowledging your presence. He
Pointed
looks
it
up
out.
at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
I don't think I need to say anything else. Stay masculine. Leave. Wait. Money. They call. Do I have enough money to pay him off?
Can I help you?
Money,
Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room.
Ah,
drinks, and
130. I only have-
window, 130. Yes.
Bye bye. I only have 13. I thought there was 130.
The door is closed. Still
Okay.
nothing.
Where is
The
she?
lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Try
This
to have-
door can only be opened.
Where is she? Dang it. I'm gonna get kicked out. Wait, who's that? Somebody outside, right? Huh? Wait, who is this girl? Downstairs? Ah, it's 7 o'clock. So more people came into the world in rags? Ooh, just go. Can't talk about him. It's all about money, you know.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Pick up
The
the pill.
man does not mind.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Okay. Now, quick save. Let's wake him up. 42 is not
The
bad.
worker is in a deep slumber. You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man
Okay, let's try again. 42% is not bad.
The worker is in a deep slump. You gently shake his
Ah,
shoulders.
come on. 1 out of 3. The reason why I'm doing this because I want to get some EXP as well.
The worker is in a deep sleep. There is
you
only
go.
one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Wake up, this is an order. I'm the law.
Why the yelling man?
The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a
Looks
pensive look.
like a Sow descendant. A lot of Sow dock workers around.
I need you to answer some questions right now.
Really? You woke me up for that? Fine. What is it, officer?
Why are you sleeping here while the others are striking?
They got it. Musclehead's got it. He's guarding the gate. Or just getting some sleep. Or was.
See anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Was it a fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred, like corpses to a mausoleum? Was it pure nothing, your conscience no larger than a single grain of malt?
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No malt grains or whatever, no poetry stuff, just quality time.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains.
Tell me what Wild finds.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
Of course, it's a total madhouse.
Good. Then you understand the gist of it. We would all be better off without the employers and their employment. For one, I can get some goddamn shut-eye. Right to sleep, I say.
Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
So what about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah. What about it?
You seem cool about it. Do you have many of those hanging from trees here?
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch. Another one falls in a manhole. A third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
You
If
respite.
someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
What trouble?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even sleepy hair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Yours, pointing at the bottle and spilled rum.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
Alright, I'll let you
The
sleep.
worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Okay. Autosave. What should I do now? Okay. Try and take a look here. Ooh. Better watch around me, boy. Kill. Tick. What's this? Yellow plastic red. Frit. Equip this to collect tar from street. What? This. Dang it. Take all. Anything? Wait, there's people over there. Maybe we can chat with them. What's this? What's this?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Look
A
inside.
thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onug written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens.
Ah, Kuno.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star.
I wonder if I should have
Great
taken
moonlight to be
his
strived
offer
towards.
for his pity.
The church looks
But it
old
sounds
and
so
weather-worn.
wrong.
There are no lights in the windows.
Oh god, not again. Give me a second. Give me a second, let me remove it. Oopsie. Give me a second. I need to remove this. Hide user on this channel. Okay.
Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered. on
Vandalism.
Probably some kids.
a simple but clever.
Leave. What's this? Broken window? Chips has window. And what's this? We saw some guys over here. Okay, let's check.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big sandwich.
Trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I guess what game is it first?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Better observe them first.
Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
The man throws a metal ball towards a smaller wooden ball in the sand, missing it by a
Could the
meter.
objective of the game be to throw the metal ball so it lands by the wooden ball?
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
He tries to measure the throw.
I hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Standing and tall, proud, he looks at his partner with disgust.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of petanque.
A tank?
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
Wait, what
Doesn't
team?
matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
Why are you so mean to me?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
No, the game is petanque. Nice.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Heal
The
the ball.
cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity.
Man ball.
The man ball is ready.
Taking the
A
surroundings.
chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Sounds so wrong. This is the time for the last glance at inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The initial can be continued no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go, be the bullet. Huh?
Merde! Bordel de merde!
Huh?
A whorehouse of shit?
Huh?
It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Huh? Not a weak triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
Wait, what?
Vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull.
Sorry, an honest mistake. Are we good? P-tank. Oh, tank, I understood.
No, you don't. Our petanque game is ruined. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Boss guy, I refuse to have I have a murder to solve, okay? Refuse task. Okay, fine, I'll try and fix this.
Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
Do you know anything about the man hanging in the back yard in the whirling in rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
Oh, okay. Hello, Carlos. Okay. I'm basically now going through this game while trying to find clues to solve this murder mystery. But the problem is the main character himself, he can't remember what happened. Okay, so in a sense, he doesn't even know who he is. But somehow, based on the thing that he had, we assume that he and everybody else assume that he's a detective. But it seems that he might also be. Everybody knows him as a drunkard, and most of the locals.
Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
Play Final Fantasy? Yes, I play Final Fantasy. Okay, but now I feel like I wanna focus on something else because something happened with it.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
So again, you don't know anything?
I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
It is true, sire. He knows nothing.
Okay, fine. I saw the statue of Philip III in the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
And it was?
Absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
Oh, sure, the true king rule.
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself.
A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
To try to what?
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
What I know is that Ravachol, get this place here, it's a like free district, but it's being managed by the nearby countries.
The Carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
What about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
He is obviously annoyed.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Ravachol's finest years.
He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine.
Huh?
A court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Oh God! Even the mom's a drug addict.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Seems like irresponsible behavior for a monarch. Drug users shouldn't even operate heavy machines, much less rule countries.
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM... But I don't want to get into a debate about drug policies.
Yeah, let's talk about something else. Thank you for your time. Let's talk to him. He seems more reasonable.
I have really outdone myself.
He
This
takes
is
a...
divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Tell me, dude, what do you know about the dead
Let
man?
me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
You must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist.
I don't want to think that he's...
You are both good guys. I can see that.
Okay,
Then
fine.
help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. I just know Evrard.
And who is this Evrard, you know?
Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What?
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
You don't need to experience it to know it.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Okay.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you an
Oh.
union member?
In many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways.
Oh, yes.
So you're not actually an
Not
actual
in
member?
the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and Renee's eyes. He doesn't know anything because no one tells him anything.
Ah.
He's an outsider.
Thank you, Logic.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Evrard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Are you a caviar
I
socialist?
don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
How can you write those newspaper pieces if they're not political?
Officer, I have a vivid imagination. And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink into politics.
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
But you need to believe in something. Freedom to the people, revolution, or even money.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want. Even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
Mon Dieu.
Okay, now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Looks delicious. Can I have a
sorry,
bite?
officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The
Okay.
only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Please, man, can I just have a
Believe me,
bite?
officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable.
Huh?
In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
Please, Fred, let's just share it.
Back off! It's mine! Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Okay, now, like, even though I don't like Renee, but he have a point here. Okay, bye for now. Okay, it's almost 8. Wait. Take. Ooh, you can pick them up. The problem is that if I don't have money, I'm probably gonna be
Yes?
sleeping outside. Take. Later on. Bottles. Do you have any bottles? Nope. Wait, here. Take. Take. Take all. Maybe. Oops. Pick it up. Take all. Take. Take. We're gonna come back here later. Maybe we need to use 2 to open it up. Okay, go over here. I did get the tool from Kim's car. Okay, items. Chain cutters. Containers in the world. Okay. Can I open it? Nope. Chain cutters. Flashlight. Huh? How do I get here? How about chain cutter? Okay, I can't open it. Oh boy. Seems like I really do need to get past my past Musclehead. I need to get past my Musclehead, so probably save's coming. Save's coming and get over him physically. Huh? Remove this. Let's talk to him. Let's talk to him.
How can I help you?
I'm actually a worker like you guys.
The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic, then at you, then back at the card, then at you again.
But that's not you, officer.
It's an old picture.
From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock-worker named Santiago John?
Yes.
Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop, remember?
Now you're in a mess. The time hath not arrived. Sorry.
I found it on the ground at the whirling rag.
John's been out drinking himself blind again. He should watch his step.
No, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
No, I need to continue with my undercover infiltration of this compound. Or sure, I have no need for it.
I'll make sure John gets his card back. You're quite the righteous man.
Okay. Okay, Measurehead, I'm back. Quick save. Remove.
The unpromising race pupil.
Let's try. We lose.
How did this happen? Your little fist.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate.
I'm a degenerate alcoholic.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic. The unpromising raise pupil.
Damn it. Let's try again. Let's try one more time. Well, let's try until we got it.
Raise pupil returns.
Fail. Fail.
How did this?
Fail. Wait, let me check my clothes. Maybe? Okay, clothes. Okay. Good.
The unpromising raise pupil
28%.
returns.
Whew. Whoop. Huh? Take
Just
that.
like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
Rip him with a right hook. Uh-oh. Huh? Ow. Health critical. Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. Huh?
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm.
Oh, this is bad.
Very, very.
Try to remain
all you
conscious.
feel is pain. Cop suffers from a heart attack. A detective.
It's not heart attack. Dang it. Maybe I should just, you know. I shouldn't push my luck. Easy to say. Okay, change clothes.
The unpromising raise pupil returns.
Fail.
How did
reload? But this time, like, we don't finish him. We'll just like one punch.
The unpromising raise pupil returns.
Whew.
just like that? In the man is all you hear. Is,
wait, what should I do?
Wait, you've only got a millisecond. He's coming. That fighting pose. Watch out.
Back up. Ooh.
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to do this. Press the button.
You slam your fist on the button. The man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets
Oh, okay, we're good. Should have done this earlier. Yo, doing okay?
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly.
Girls, aren't you gonna help him up? Well, what's that? Yoink. Okay, change back to this. And flashlight. Who knows, maybe we can find new things with this. Ooh. Someone left the coffee machine on. This. Musclehead. Huh? Postcard Le Jardin. Sunglasses. Yoink. Morale. DV typewriter. Every worker, member of the board is written on the top of the flyers. The radio is emitting some strange buzzing sound. What's this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says,
No. Ah. There. What's this?
looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Lieutenant, point to the cloak. I think that's mine.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in Martinez.
You think I should get it?
Service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
As
Grab
your
the cloak.
fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Okay. Clothes. RCM. Glasses. Woo! Come on. Where should we go? Bottles. I wonder what people will think about me. You know, as a cop who collects bottles. Man, that's a lot.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Wait, did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Huh? I'm still not completely convinced it was me.
I am, but it doesn't matter right now. Let's just move on.
So I drank all of this? Man, I got wasted.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. You need to rest. Your body is aching. Getting in here has taken something out of you. Have a seat.
Okay, so this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around, search the booth.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph.
Take the
It's
picture.
a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but...
Have a seat,
The
Red.
chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Search for a little something to help
The
you out.
drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers.
Read the side effects.
Boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia.
Huh?
Mini strokes. Prophet's disease.
Never mind
This
then.
was a bad idea.
Get up.
You stand and
Okay, that's it for now. What? Oh, around you, read machines in questions. Halogen lights. What's this?
a rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête. are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off.
What does that mean? Marsh?
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
I wonder if people heard that. What did I just do? What did I just do? I know that I moved it. Continue.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
This container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was...
Leave. Curiosity got the best of me. What's this? Money. Take. Telephone.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Because I don't.
What?
There are
Why
a
not?
million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We're not here to interact with containers.
Knock on the door.
No reply. The lock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Open the door.
You attempt to turn to your left. The lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. You're back before the cargo.
Oh well. What's Avery? Woo! Take off. Hey, what's this? Shipper is ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Okay. Tools. Okay. Take Ultra Series glove. Let's see. Ultra Series glove. Half light. Interfacing. Half light. Take all. What's that? Money. Yo. Container.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along.
Continue.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, now belongs to Everard.
This Sandman is so engaged in his work, he doesn't even notice you. Hi.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are
Continue.
not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Don't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right?
Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubies are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot.
Irish.
I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Sure, let's ask you
Sure,
something.
mister. About what?
Where is everyone else?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
Jillian's in with confident
We're on a
look.
strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months
2
now.
months?
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He paused the thing.
Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Huh? Probably. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends got into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans
Him and
closer.
his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
What did they actually
I
do?
guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hard ease.
He looks at you for assistance.
Look at him. It's not gonna be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head.
Ow.
Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real.
Okay, give me a second.
We're on a.
So no.
No, but Titus and his boys got in.
What trouble?
I guess the boys got a bit.
Easy.
Look at him. It's not gonna
Too
be
rowdy?
anything
Leo,
useful.
what kind of fight did they get into? They kill a
Too
mercenary?
late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days.
Okay.
Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there.
Do you work
Yes,
here?
yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming
I'm like
gesture.
Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Hold on, who is this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Lawyerly?
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
I think you're doing a great job around here.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
But the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
What is the container over there? Points to the container suspended from the crane arm.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
I'm looking for the leader of the Dockworks Union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs and continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Eating now, Leo. I want to know what I can find this man.
Mr. Everard is usually in his office, of course. But you gotta be quick if you want to see him. He leaves around 10. Bye-bye
Okay.
now.
Before that, quick save.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larissa
Can we keep
said when she
this
opened
green
the
shorter?
door, mister. Absolutely.
What are you doing with the
I'm just
containers?
making some covers for them containers here.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
This is a massive redecorating operation, Kim.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the colors?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
What's underneath the red cover?
Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Yeah, helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble.
Bye-bye. Let's go in. Wait. Coffee. Hello.
Before you is a walrus of a man
Ooh.
seated behind a large desk.
Oh, it's
He looks up
Everard.
from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing.
Are you in
He
charge of the dock
simply
workers?
stares at you.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by.
Dubois?
Please, have a seat.
He just threw a giant chair opposite his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and
I'd
continues.
offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant laughs at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Okay, take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a wet sly wink. You remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Damage health? Huh? Huh? I'm gonna die just by sitting? You've gotta be kidding!
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm. Your
I'm just heartburn.
No, it's many years. All you feel.
Dang!
Oh, hey, mister. Sure,
Make it
mister.
shorter.
Oh, I'm just making
Logic.
some covers for them.
Everything is so pretty and red.
Let's try again. Load. Confirm.
I'm just making some.
The containers.
Done.
Yes, they are hiding it.
No.
Yes, they are hiding.
Oh,
Red
Yes,
covers.
They are hiding.
oh, no trouble at all, mister. No.
Okay, I'm up. So we shouldn't sit, okay? We shouldn't sit. It's really uncomfortable. Quick save.
Before you, with
Welcome, Mr. I'd offer.
he looks at
You go.
whatever. He forget about that.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr.
It's nothing. Yes.
I don't sit. It's
That's
kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
Has he not? His multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan of Elysium, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois.
Damn,
And
this
so
guy's
tell
uncomfortable.
me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachel Citizens Militia today?
Seriously. So in other words, I need to heal? Man. Items. Cassette. Interact. Book Elysium. Intellectual organ of Martinez communism offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. Okay.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread.
White
because
antlers?
White antlers are one of the symbols of communism.
Huh?
They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow.
Go through the pages, see what catches
To
your
your
eye.
disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments.
Okay, put the magazine away. Seriously, what can I do to heal myself? I thought... Wait. Wait a minute. I only have one more health. Oh. Oh, so that's how you do it. Okay.
Before you,
Welcome, Miss. I'd offer you.
he looks
You go ahead.
Whatever, forget about that. What's with this?
Please, Mr.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right.
Take a sit.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable. So
And this
tell
is-
me.
The chair.
By the this should take care of that nonsense.
Okay, by the way, I heard you got a rather reception from a certain Lawrence guard. Some people say he has no manners. It pains me to say. You should take care of that business. He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically
It
huge.
should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Wait, you know guard?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Take the comically large, but don't say anything.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me?
No.
No, it's cool.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
So...
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun.
Lost gun.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
How do you know about my lost
I know
gun?
everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place.
Let me guess, you have
I just
it.
know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Composure challenging. Don't panic.
Officer, we will deal with this later.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking.
Mr. Dubois.
What is this?
Mr. Dubois. Mr. Dubois. Harry.
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some kind of stupor. My god. Give me a second. Composure. Composure. Wait, composure? Conceptualization? Challenging. 12, 9. 2 plus 6, 8. 2. Is there anything else? 2? Guess not. Let's try and load again. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose that roll. Save.
Before you, with
Welcome, Mr. Dubois. I'd offer you...
He looks
You go ahead.
Whatever, forget about that.
Please,
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right.
Very well. Should you...
You're no Titan.
Take a sit.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you are...
Remain
so
serious.
Tell me, how can the heck...
The chair...
by this should take care of that nonsense. It should be
Wow, that's 25 real.
Wait, you know guard?
Yes.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least, don't thank him for it.
Is there
Thank
anything...
No.
No, you got it.
Now.
The world is... When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant...
How do you know?
It's not like...
It was...
Officer.
I wouldn't be so sure...
Composure.
God, you're sweating.
Ah, come on. It was challenging, but... Okay, composure. Let me see. Composure +1. Okay, this one's helping out. Anything else? Composure? Okay, let's try.
Before you, with great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair. Yet,
Let's get straight to business. This is
Welcome,
Mr.
Mr. Dubois. I'd offer you...
he looks...
You go ahead.
Whatever, forget about that.
Why are you calling me Mr.
It's
Dubois?
nothing.
I don't sit.
Should you...
You're no Titan.
Guess it.
So tell...
The chair you're...
by this, it should be sufficient...
Wow, that's...
You know,
Yes.
guard.
With a grin, he points to the...
Say the,
Is there
don't say
anything-
thank you. No, it's cool.
Now.
The world is... When he said, "Don't worry,"
How do you know?
It's not like...
it was loaded.
Composure.
There were 2 bullets in it. You always
How many
keep
percent?
At least 2 barrels loaded.
8. The chair is killing you. Side effect spooks. Okay.
Officer.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, You're
Oh my god.
Yes?
Why did the 41st send me?
because you're the best qualified.
Nope. Okay, let's don't accept.
With great effort, he straightens himself.
Welcome. I'd offer you my...
He looks at
You go ahead.
whatever. Forget about that.
Please, Miss...
It's nothing. Yes.
I don't sit.
Should you find...
You're no Titan.
Take a sit.
Excellent, Mister.
Remain
So
serious.
tell me,
The chair?
by this, it should be sufficient.
Wow. That's 25 real. That's good.
You can take it and you can take that comically large check and shove it up your ass.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease.
His slug. The world is swallowed when he said, don't worry. He actually meant, be very...
How do you know about my
I know
lost gun?
everything, Harry. Right now, it's not like you...
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded. Who does this guy think you are? Ronnie the rookie? You ain't worried about no lost gun, or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop. You're probably more corrupt than him.
Sink deep into phone chair, smile and cross your hands behind your back.
The fat man does the same, sinking deeper into his chair than one would think is physically possible. He seems to be enjoying your little display. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
Listen, Everett, pal. We both know what makes the wheels of the world turn.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters.
Nice bit with the chair, by the way. A good way to keep your guests on edge.
Why, thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional...
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
Thanks for your hospitality. Feel free to visit me down the station at any
You
time.
strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a lawman. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What can Everett Clare do for you?
Turn yourself in.
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
Whatever you do, don't ask him about the gun first. You don't want him thinking you're scared.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
You don't have a window.
It was a figure of speech, Harry. Of course I don't have a window. I'm in a container. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
You call me Mr. Dubois, why?
Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name?
God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory's fine, just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everett over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Do you know what it says about my family? Do I have a wife or kids or?
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think I do. I'll be a wonderful father.
Yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
What kind of cop does it say?
Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky, outshining all other stars. You're a superstar.
No, I'm definitely not a star.
Nonsense, Harry. You lit up this container when you walked in here. You're my golden boy.
Let's get it straight. What is my full name?
Harry Dubois.
Okay, I can work with that.
And I can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you?
Where did you get that folder?
This? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
Huh?
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Drama.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. Is he trying to hide that it's not a real RCM folder? It certainly doesn't have the RCM stamp on it.
Okay,
that's not an RCM
Harry,
folder.
You got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt.
Corrupt.
You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau say my name is Harry Dubois?
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Let's talk about my lost gun. What is the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to Cableton
Harry,
crane.
you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Okay. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on. Could he really? Could he really be holding my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help, like I'm helping you with your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I said there's a but.
There's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my
I'm
life.
sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
What is?
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
No one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rub his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. No.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
I can't accept this thing.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Well, I'm going to take my leave now, but we might talk again later.
Fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key. Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss?
I'm going to leave now, but we might talk later.
Wait.
Leave.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Bye. What's that? Taxidermy that tells time. Okay, let's go out. And now, talk to Kim.
Yes?
Uh-oh. Wait, nothing. Quick save.
Yes?
Why did the 41st send me?
Because you're the best.
Quick save. Kim.
Yes?
Formidable.
Because you're the best.
I'll do it later. But I want to talk to Kim about the case. But leveling up my logic is not bad. Level up.
Yes? Because you're the best qualified.
Dang it. Load.
Yes?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of.
Think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Game, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up, like as a joke?
I've considered it.
His voice somber, so it is true.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely. I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's...
Thanks, Kim, for supporting me.
So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Nice, man. Tell me about
Do
the
you
case
want to
again.
know? No, it's not a particularly...
The lieutenant adjusts his collar.
Good.
You seem
Excuse me?
Just an
You
observation.
have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean
I
distinctive?
hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
What
I
containers?
don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing
Okay.
along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually hit.
Nothing. Leave. Will you have anything to say?
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy... Oh, that one.
Told you.
Let's go. It's getting dark. How is we gonna organize the yard below? I think there is something.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
What about we use this?
You're back before the cargo container. You attempt to your left. The lieutenant considers your actions with some
Impossible. Chain cutters.
You're back before the cargo container.
Okay, fine. Interact. Items. Let's go down. What's this? White pine trees are printed onto the covering, screen covering. It looks like a forest under snow. What's this? Collecting rainwater. This.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close what...
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork.
Let's see what's inside.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the
Hundreds
folders.
of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. The drawer slide.
Okay, quick save.
The file cabinet
Volition.
stands steady as ever. Look how blurry all the lines.
Ah, snake eyes.
Yes?
Nothing.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry all.
Ah, come on. Okay, I think I should get another one. Unlock. Conceptualization. Some kind of superstar. Guillaume de Million. That's -2 logic.
The file cabinet stands
Volition.
steady as ever. Look how blurry.
Damn, snake eyes.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the
It
note.
appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Enter the
One
lieutenant.
of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
Take another look at the
Remember,
note.
Leo, all items on the list, the drawer.
Okay. Is he knocked out, Cole? Yo.
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
It's just something I had to do.
Our personal dynamic has changed. A little.
Yay! We took you down. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, we need to talk to him.
So,
Banana.
at the harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Was nice enough. Complete shit.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He nods solemnly and then turned to you, a wide smile adorning his
Aye,
face.
You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Any idea who killed the
The
hangman?
mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport of areas. For example, harbors.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Push
Your
how?
dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Did you
I
kill
ain't the
him?
murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
And rest you have a key to
A
the
key,
door.
huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
Because it belongs to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He said the side of his nose with a little
I
wink.
got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I heard something about weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. I'm a hustle grinder.
I'm not so sure about the hustle grind, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the wailing in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
Janitor?
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person? Will he be at home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his flask.
It means he's not going to tell you cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard. Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Why are you
We're
striking?
negotiating our share.
Your share? Wait, so not wages or pensions?
This stuff, they already cover.
Wouldn't you be more grateful then? It's a lot more. At least you got the benefits. That's something.
It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place.
How large of a share would you like?
However, right
That's
now,
just
we
a
want all
that's
the
just a bit too
hardware workers
much.
to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
Are you a communist?
I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
You shouldn't take what's not yours.
Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie is wide enough for all of us.
The boss man Evra, what can you tell me about
I
him?
think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
And an asshole. What does bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties. Watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world...
In this world?
The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That seems lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about political situation.
I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool, that of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Maybe I'm a boy de Niro. What if?
No, the man sits on the railing.
Bye-bye.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do
Look at
exactly?
yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah, I ride a little.
You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solar. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
You could say I take some money from my banana guy
You
too.
don't lock that in as a donation either. You don't lock any of that shit in. You're a straight rider.
Guess I made some guilt, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself,
what?
Are you rich?
No, actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
There's a market for corrupt cop, but the immigrant cop have price jump. The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down.
Fucking taxes,
That's
man.
right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachon?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
98%. Government is taking 98%. Are you sure this is like a pretty big number?
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Bleeding nipple kind of thing, but how will the deliberation help with that? Up then, but only a little.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. Nope.
That is an interesting one. Empathy. Okay, unlock indirect modes of taxation.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Won't pay the cafeteria manager that I
We should take
mentioned.
care of that then.
But I don't have
Let's
money.
talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Okay. Let's talk to him. Let's go.
Can I help you?
About the money I owe you.
Have you got it?
It could come to some sort of arrangement for
Does
tonight.
that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
She's about to say something, let
I
him.
understand your predicament as the manager. However,
You adjust his
I feel I
glasses?
must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and
And?
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Bye, goodbye.
Yes?
The motor carriage. I'll pay you. I'll pay you back, Kim.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the...
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The
Okay.
cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those? What are those things?
Spinner hubcaps. Frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
What do you mean you
A
confiscate
couple of
them?
weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I get it. I would have confiscated to just too mesmerizing. Isn't that
I
corruption?
don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Do you want to put these spinners on your machine when it points at Kinema?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cup with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Just
the
not.
spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything.
You say something about a pawn shop.
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Thanks, I appreciate your help. Take the spinners.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Close the door. South, right?
Hello again, officer.
You say you
I'm
see here.
Nighthawk. What can I...
Odd. There's a little meanness in that smile.
You need
Of
directions.
course. Where to?
Where is in the south? What?
Some shops and the just coast. There's a little fishing village. No
Thanks.
problem.
I have to run. Before that, items. 200. But that's expensive.
The tear machine steps
Insert your bottles.
clunk into the machine, and the money appears with
250. Dang it. 250. Let's go. You see soft, right? What's this? There's a tree in it. Ooh, what's this? Humanitarian aid. Not for sale. Speakers from the people of Samara. Food gift from the people of Messana. This. Take all. Come on. Take all. Fingerless glove. Take all. Assist. Pawn shop. Fast cash for faster times. Bus of doll. The plague simply DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Some kind of machine. An antique cash register?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Buy something nice. A figurine.
Inspect the knights on the horseback.
Big men on big...
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be...
A long, long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniform.
All blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are
Wait,
variously posed.
this looks like Renee, the old guy who was playing the tank.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
What exactly
Which
are these?
ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
Inspect the figurines in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Point at the figurine rack. Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
The contrast is to be disheartening. It meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
Step away from the table. Quick save. Interfacing, right? Clothes, glove, half-light.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trip. Everything you pick out seems faded.
What the heck? I thought... So, change.
You see rows of toy soldiers got everything you pick out.
Come on!
You see rows of toy
72%!
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What's this? Show it to the shopkeep.
That's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something.
Bye.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky?
Oh, a lucky one. Okay.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have...
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
Alright, sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
Okay.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man, the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Some of your are more tasteful than others. Quite a little selection. I may have something to add to it.
It keeps me entertained.
Electrochemistry. You might be able to aid our
I
investigation.
doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
You know anything about the recent
I
hanging?
do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Know anything about the Wild Pines representative that's in town?
Can't say I'm a huge admirer of Wild Pines. And I can't say I trust any silver-tongued spokesperson of theirs. Fortunately, I have no reason to get involved.
Have you met the Wild Pines rep?
Just people like that make everyone else see the world somewhat askew, at an angle that is convenient for them. Now, you have...
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed
Do you have
on the
do you have any guns like the ones carried by the citizen militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold
You
her the gun you
idiot!
pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions.
Was the buyer a policeman
She
too?
didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
There's only one. I don't like it if she intends to commit crime and blame it on citizen
You're right,
militia.
but she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any idea where I can find Spire?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
People from the Everard Clare Union came here to break the gun.
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it.
Uh-oh.
They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
At least I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. I have other business to take care of. Okay, now give me a second.
So we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Copo type?
Guess what's yours?
Sorry cop.
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Won't the other couple types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
You know I'm actually not sorry. I changed my
No,
mind.
you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the report.
No, I'm not really sorry. No, I'm really not sorry. Fuck off.
Okay.
Electrochemistry. Quick save. Huh? What?
Greetings on this fine night.
How come it's still open?
What brings you? The pawn shop is always open.
Electrochemistry.
Okay. He definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it. And many other things.
Okay. Load. Because I did wear the... Yep, I did wear the glove.
Greetings on this fine... The pawn shop is always open.
58 even.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Parolidon, what's that?
Developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Sir, could you take off your glasses? I'd like to check your eyes.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
No judgment, just curious. I probably did a lot of pyro holidon before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
The People's Pile? What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
Tell me about this Emergency Relief Brigade.
We were an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Tried to help the...
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of...
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
It must have been tough radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment. And early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it, this general fail?
One's. Everyone's. A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but I like the theory more than the story. Outward.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
There's something I like to sell.
We'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the cash register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
They take the cash, then turn to you.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I don't have anything to sell at the moment.
Time, perhaps.
Yes?
Tell him about
What
the
do
keys
you want to
again.
know? Good.
Nothing.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you...
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Let the gaze run over the
The
three
light
line.
pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
How much for the street light?
700 real.
Woo!
A bargain, I dare say.
I don't mind this one just like that on every corner.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag. Well, There are the cost of removal and rewiring. The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Okay, that checks out.
Okay, there's nothing else you need to know. Leave. Okay, out we go. Back to the whirling in rags.
Can I help you?
So about the money,
Yes.
I have your money.
Well,
Here it is, sir, for trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his
Of
wallet.
course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests.
Yes?
Nothing. How about lady?
The door is closed.
Knock again.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Oh wow. Is this your room?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool,
I
Kim?
mean, this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
I think I'm gonna want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more
I
cigarettes?
apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Okay, right then. Done the debrief.
It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today's
We
went?
performed a thorough initial inspection of the victim's body, so that's good. One could say it's the main thing to do in a murder. Then you shot the body down, which was quite a shot.
It was drinking. It was really nothing. I was just doing my job. I was inspired by your confidence. In me, Kim.
I admit I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. Your shot enabled us to perform a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we're missing something, but we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
He's right. You could smell it. That something is missing. Even under the overpowering odor of the corpse.
Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
She takes a deep drag and looks around the city. That's my forte. Unlike most scouts, I understand how important communication is in our life and work.
Very important indeed. Well, we conducted an interview with Everard Claire.
Yep.
He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
He's not saying much on the matter. Because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
I'm sure I can get him to tell us more.
I also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
Big relief. It's a very serviceable name too.
Moving on. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow. Above all though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't know why I do things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age, and in those hills.
He not thoughtfully tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
So what about powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of the
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else? Continue.
People, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station closely. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will throw up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
See, and what if someone
As you may
resists?
have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What if I kill someone while on duty?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force.
Ah,
In these
okay.
cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
And who makes all these
The
rules?
coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His case is absolutely fixed on the window below that just went
Or
out.
perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizen. Say nothing.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
The moralitarian, the moral intern. What is it?
Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know them, how would you
They're
describe
a
them?
union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
What is the symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous.
Huh?
Something even a little feminine. But in a strict manner. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
What's the little
A
tree?
historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
Moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And It doesn't look like that's about to happen.
I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police our patrol. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police our patrol.
In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Maybe we should make our own
Speaking
law.
like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Say nothing, just into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here, an aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Oh yeah, they like
it's
this.
Our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH.
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting through the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
And...
Yes?
Nothing. Okay. I think we should save, okay? And I end it here because like this is like should be the end of the day. Okay, so I need to play you know, Potionomics a bit because I still made the thumbnail. Okay, so I end the stream here and I'll try and get it done within an hour or so because Potionomics is up in a few hours and I need to make the thumbnail because tomorrow will be the last one. Okay, so with that said, I'll end the stream here and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.